And joining on the line, great to welcome to Flow, it's Tahlia Matheson. G'day, Tahlia. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How's life in Byron?
Oh, it's pretty hot still, which is nice.
We hear all the stories about Byron. Is it like that with all the celebrities around everywhere, or you being one of the celebrities, of course, you'd know?
Oh. To be honest, I don't head into town too often because it's crazy busy. But, yeah, I mean, my friends work in town and they're saying they're always seeing like the Hemsworth brothers and stuff like that.
Well, good on them. Lucky them. It's a pity. It's a pity they're not saying that. That you and that the Hemsworths aren't inviting you around for tea or something. So it's a bit.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah. Yes, don't we all?
Yeah.
So tell us, Tahlia, how did you get into music? I understand it was something to do with school.
Oh yeah, my dad was in bands growing up, so I started singing like from that, and then I got in songwriting. We had like a songwriting assessment at school, and that kind of like I got my love for it from that. Was
it more the lyrical writing of it or the musical side of it?
Probably the lyrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So how have you evolved since those days in school with your first lyrics to what you're writing now?
A lot less dramatic, I think, probably. Looking back at like the songs I wrote when I was a kid, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like I had barely any life experience when I was writing some dramatic things.
Well, I found cleaning out a box on the weekend, and I found some poems that I wrote when I was at school for assignment, and I was looking at them, having a bit of a chuckle because I couldn't believe all the big words that I was using that I never use, and all these big, and it was like find a way instead of doing little things. You got to find all these extra words. So I understand when you talk about the dramatic side of it and all that.
Yeah, I must have had the thesaurus out and just went for it.
Do you enjoy the lyrics, or do you enjoy coming up with the melodies?
Oh, I don't know. Like, a bit of both. Like, it's nice. I think the lyrics come to me first before the melody does.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy, like, coming up with a nice melody too.
How hard is it to match a melody to your lyrics, or do you have to end up changing your lyrics to match your melody?
Sometimes I'll change it, like maybe make the lines a bit shorter because I am quite a wordy writer.
Yeah.
But usually, I don't know, I think I'll just kind of adapt the melody to the lyrics.
You went to a songwriting workshop in London a while back. What was that like?
It was cool. I think the way, like, it's kind of hard, I feel like, when people are trying to teach songwriting. Like, I'm not into, like, mind maps and stuff like that, and we did a lot of that kind of thing. So I think I struggled in that aspect of it because I kind of just like to see what happens. But it was cool to, like, meet other writers in London, which is pretty awesome. And but as for like teaching it, I didn't like school, so I don't really like being taught things.
So you're a country artist. Were the other country songwriters there at the same time? Because London's not really renowned for its country music scene.
No, I think I was the most country one there. They were all like pop writers and stuff, but we got to collab and write some cool things. But yeah, I was definitely probably the only country artist there.
Has it eventually sort of filtered down and influenced how you write now?
Like the London?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, I think I used more of the business side of things I learnt there rather than like the actual songwriting stuff.
Now, Tahlia, I look in your notes that they've given me on you here, and it says that you've travelled to Nashville and that you performed at a very iconic place, the Bluebird Cafe. So I have to know the story. Everyone that I see that's played there, I'd love to know the story. So what was your Bluebird Cafe experience? Please tell us.
Well, at the Bluebird, they do like an open mic kind of thing, I guess, but you have to call up like at a certain time on that day. And obviously everyone wants to play the Bluebird in Nashville, so it's really hard to get in. So I was in a writing session at the time with two other girls, and we were all calling, trying to get me in. And after like 20 minutes of calling, I got in to play. So yeah, I got to go and sing and play one of my songs. It was really cool.
Is it still a vivid memory for you? Or is it more of a blur?
No, it's pretty vivid. It was about 4 years ago, so I can still remember it. But it was kind of like I don't know, you could felt really special singing up there, and everyone's just silent in the audience, which is pretty cool. So they're all listening to the lyrics.
Oh, excellent. What was the song that you played?
It's a song I wrote when I was like 17. It's called A Postcard or Two.
Yep.
It's all about like, I don't know, following my dreams and stuff.
Excellent. Well, I hear it's an iconic place and it's a very special place to be able to perform, and you never know who's going to be in the crowd either, because you just never know. So good on you for sharing that story with us. Now, your new single, it's called No Thanks, I'm Fine. I really love the little funky drive and the guitar with it. So was that Nashville influenced by any chance?
Oh, not really. We were just kind of, my producer, Benji, and I were just kind of mucking around, and he came up with this little like funky kind of vibe thing, and it just really worked. So we just kind of went for it, and it turned out, because I wrote it as a really country song.
Yep.
And then it's got kind of a funky like sound to it now. Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I wondered about the London side of things, because I just sort of thought, and filtering in, it just felt a bit, I could sort of see how things were sort of coming together. And that was just my curiosity about it all. And so the track itself, it's about, well, I guess, you've been burned by someone, things happen to you, but moving on from it as well. Yeah.
And just saying kind of like, if anyone like that person comes along, you're just going to be like, nope, yeah.
Yep. You're gone.
That's it.
So have you been doing any gigs and playing the song live?
Yeah, I gig like 4 or 5 times a week, so I've played at all my gigs. And I'm getting a pretty good reception with it at the moment, so I've been pushing it a lot at my gigs, like, everyone go check this out on the yada yada.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, that's good. So are you working on other songs at the moment? Is there an album on the way from you?
Yeah, we've got 9 songs out of 12 done for the album, so I'm finishing the last 3 in about 2 weeks, and then I'll hopefully be able to release it by the end of the year.
Excellent. Are they all a bit similar to the current single we're about to hear in a sec, or are they taking us on different directions?
Oh, they're all really different. Yeah, okay. I kind of didn't go in one single direction at all, so it's kind of cool, I think, though, that they're all got their own kind of vibe.
Which is always good. We like that vibe. Well, what else apart from the album you're working on? Is there anything else that you got planned over the next sort of rest of 2021?
Not really. I can't travel anywhere. So, just kind of hopefully writing some more music. Might be able to go on some original gigs.
Yep.
And, just tour and write more.
Well, the Blues Fest has been moved to later in the year. You are playing there?
Not yet, but maybe.
Okay.
See what happens, hopefully.
All right. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, Tahlia, it has been wonderful chatting to you on Flow. We've really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing your stories and your time over at the Bluebird and in London and touring around. Good luck with all the gigging at the moment. And it's those border things. Hopefully, it'll sort of sort itself out very soon. But
definitely. Thanks for having me.
We look forward to the album coming out later in the year. We've got your current single here ready to go. If you could please introduce it for us.
Hi, Ron. My name's Tahlia, and this is my new single, No Thanks, I'm Fine.
I'm sitting here thinking about all the times you did me wrong. I could write a book about your indiscretions, but I think I'll just write a song. My mother told me, girl, you better run while you can. That boy's bad news. But the naive heart in me decided I'd stay and be burned by you. I'm done with little boys wanting to be men but won't grow up. See everything right to play with, but end up messing it up. Oh, I'm done with being used and fed up with like you make girls like me question all the things that we hold true. Lie through your teeth to make us do all those things you want us to do. You say I'm out with the boys, but your collar smells of another girl's perfume. You see, I wasn't born yesterday, and that scent's no good on you. I'm fine. Conclusion that my mother was right all along. You never were good for me, but at least I got a song.